Good afternoon, my fellow traders. Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick and very early update here for net gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. So I'm looking at condition right here, exactly at the right shoulder. Now, the right shoulder and the termination zone is all the way up to the head of this pattern. So that is why this would be a valid entry at the termination zone if that closed as a bearish engulfing candle. So I'll keep an eye here, and I only trade with condition, and I always say no conditions, no entry, but I'm looking here on capital.com. Only here on capital.com I'm finding this conditions, and price has nicely formed the right shoulder. Now I'm just looking at this red candle. If that turns out to be a bearish engulfer, that would be possibly a risky signal, but will be valid signal. By keeping a stop loss above the head and take profit, I'll go 1-1 initially, and we have a likely chance the price will come down to this termination zone. Now I'm not looking for the pullback entry above 50 EMA. The reason is because I still need to see a solid new high, a break above this high. Only then I'll start to look for the buy trades. That is why, if you ask me, I'm not looking for any buy trades, but instead I'm looking at this bearish candle. If closed, that will be a likely signal that price will likely to push it down. And my fellow traders, take your trades on your own risk. If you think it's wrong, my analysis are not matching with yours, then make sure you're listening to your own analysis. This, my opinion, shouldn't be taken as any sort of trading advice. So keep an eye on this red candle, and we'll see how that closes. And if that won't close as a bearish candle and closes back up, in that case, I'll still wait for the price to break and close above this high to look for the next buy trade. If it won't close, only the wick gone past above this high, then we are still not completely bullish. Make sure the close is very important above this high, otherwise it can still reject, form a double top, and then price can likely to push down. So we'll see how this red candle closes and how it reacts. Next up we have NEMEX. Now on NEMEX, the price opened above in gap, and that is why the conditions are not really valid for head and shoulder pattern. But if the price falls on the spot, it's likely going to fall here as well. Now if it keep on falling down and price has an EMA support which is quite far, expect a solid retracement from here. On this platform, I'm just looking for the retracement, and if the price forms an engulfing candle above 50 EMA and fill the gap, in that case that will be a buy signal on this platform. And in that push down in the spot, that push down will be enough to cut your profit, and will then take it from there. So that is how I aligned my analysis with the other charts. For here, this is the bearish pressure I can see, and we can see a possible retracement to 50% to 50 EMA, from where we can start to look for the buy signal. So that is what I'm looking here on NEMEX platform. Now on Owanda, again we had a double top here, different pattern right here. First top, second top, break of the neckline, a pullback of the neckline. We are right on this neckline again, and we're getting this bearish candle that might close below 50 EMA. That's just a discretion. If the price closes as a bearish engulfer, then we can see a possible push down at least to this low, broken below this low. Then we are looking at the support below that was already mentioned in my weekend's video or in my yesterday's video. Watch that video and mark the zones below on your charts. We'll see how that close. That bearish candle will likely to push the price down. Buy will only happen above this trend line. Only then I'll start to look for my buy trade. So very important, I'm not bullish, and I'm only bearish. Bullish will only happen once the price makes a new high. And same goes with MCX as well, same as NEMEX I've just mentioned. Now coming in gold, what a move we have here on gold. Like I mentioned, we had a break of the flag pattern. The price pulls back down and nicely hit the targets. Let's see the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dots from there. At this point, I'm expecting another hit of this trend line on gold. If you look here, right here, what do you see? A breakout of the flag pattern as well. Breakout happened here, and we can see a push up at least to these highs first, and then a push back down. So very simple. We are bullish for gold and expect a further continuation out of gold, at least to the upper trend line. Nice one. So that is what we call patience and taking your trades with condition. I've mentioned these entries multiple times. Bull flag pattern here, a push up, flag pattern here, nicely pushed up, a nice pattern here, price nicely pushed up, and we have another pattern recently that plays out perfectly fine. Now we are getting a retest of this trend resistance. If the price forms a red candle, bearish engulfer, 382 candle, any sort of bearish condition, I'm expecting a discretionary style of trading to go short using small stop loss and take profit to at least till the EMA. We'll see how that goes, and I'll use 1 ATR for the initial targets as well. So we'll see how that goes. Expect a retracement if there's a bearish signal, and if we have a bullish engulfer above 50 EMA, that will be my bias signal, and I'll be going along again until the price completely break and close above this high. So If there is rejection, we can see a possible correction. If there is engulfer, we can see a possible push up back to this trend line. If you are broken above and close above, then that will be a solid and trend continuation, and we can likely see a 4,000 level here on gold. For the long term, expecting that, and we'll see how that goes. So keep an eye, expect a retracement and a pullback to 50 EMA, and from there we can look for the bullish engulfing patterns. Silver is getting really close to the level, and we had a nice successful trade that was mentioned in my last video. If you have taken that fib entry all the way from 3.8 to retracement to 1.618 retracement, that is a big target has been hit. Now we are heading to this major resistance, which is right here, these numbers in blue. All I'm looking at the bearish condition like engulfers or double top entry patterns. So keep an eye and look for these conditions I've just mentioned. Otherwise, before the price get to this level, if there is a pullback happened above 50 or 20 EMA with bullish engulfer, I'm simply going long using 1 ATR for the targets, and I'll manage my trades to the resistance if we have an entry condition forms. And what a nice move we have got here in crude oil. But before that, let me show you the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dots from there, and you can learn how we enter the trades. And then it rejected exactly from my zone, exactly the range I've marked. We have a bearish engulfing pattern. We had the 382 pin bar. Now that is my entry, short term. Now that is a minor zone. It might not play out. It might play out. So in this type of entries, I keep a stop loss above the wick ATR and one stop loss smaller and one take profit smaller. First take profit will be 1 ATR only, which is 59 cents or 60 cents, and then second take profit will be the stop loss above this high, and take profit can be exactly 1 to 1. So perfect. So we have perfectly taken the trade from this bullish engulfer till this our range area right here, from where we had a bearish engulfer. From there the price nicely rejected, hitting the target. So target from the buy, target from the sell, and this was the range area from where we are just playing around with a buy to sell, sell to buy. And that is what we call patience and taking your trades with right rules and right education. And if you have taken this trade, you have made some money here. Now we have 50 EMA support if the price forms engulfing candle. Since the price made a new high, that will be my bias signal. Short term, I'll go 180 for the target, and we might see a possible double top here. I'll exit my trade here and we'll see for the possible double top. If there is no double top, price break above this high, only then we are looking at the level above, which is right here. Otherwise, I'm just playing around up and down with conditions. Now we are looking for the buy entry. If we have a buy condition above 50 EMA, if close below 50 EMA, then I'll be looking to short till this green zone. So we'll see how that goes, and keep an eye on 50 EMA and entry pattern. If that happens, we are going long, short term only, and exit quickly right at the top and look for the next condition, which is double top. So that's it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, hit a like button for me, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.